Christmas is supposed to be the season of peace, a time of family gatherings, warm lights, and quiet evenings filled with tradition. But hidden beneath the glow of festive decorations, some of the darkest crimes in history unfolded during the holidays. These weren't random bad moments. They were cold intentions, quiet plans carried out behind closed doors. Crimes committed exactly when people were least expecting danger. Tonight, we explore 10 real-life killers who turned Christmas into a nightmare. Some targeted their families, some sought revenge, some acted out of rage or delusion, and others used the holiday itself as part of the plan. These stories are told respectfully and responsibly, no graphic detail, but they reveal a chilling truth. Even during the most joyful time of the year, darkness can appear where you least expect it. Let's begin. Case 1. Bruce Pardo, the Santa Suit Killer, 2008, Christmas Eve, Covina, California. A family gathering filled with laughter, children running through the house, music playing over the sound of wrapping paper. Then the doorbell. Standing on the porch was a man in a Santa Claus suit, Bruce Pardo, the bitter ex-husband of one of the family members. Behind the mask wasn't a holiday surprise, but a man fueled by rage after a destructive divorce. Pardo forced his way into the party and launched a violent attack he had planned for weeks. The Ortega family was devastated. The home was destroyed, and neighbors watched a peaceful street turn into a disaster zone. By the next morning, Pardo was dead by his own hand, leaving behind records showing he had planned every detail. The case became one of the most infamous Christmas crimes in American history, a haunting symbol of how disguise, bitterness, and holiday timing collided. Case 2. Ronald Gene Simmons, The Holiday Murders, 1987. In Dover, Arkansas, a secluded property called Mockingbird Hill became the center of a nightmare just days before Christmas. Ronald Gene Simmons, a strict and controlling patriarch, carried out a series of murders targeting his own family over several days. Some relatives arrived bringing Christmas gifts, completely unaware of what they were walking into. After the killings at his home, Simmons drove into town on December 26th and attacked several more people he believed had wronged him. He was arrested the same day. He showed no remorse. He waived all appeals. He was executed in 1990, one of the very few American killers who demanded the death penalty for himself. This remains one of the deadliest family massacres in U.S. history. Case 3. The Lawson Family Murders, 1929. On Christmas Day in rural North Carolina, Father Charlie Lawson murdered his wife and most of his children before ending his own life. What makes this case haunting is not only the tragedy itself, but the events leading up to it. He bought the family new clothes. He took them into town for a rare portrait. He seemed unusually generous in the weeks before Christmas. These actions were later seen as signs he was preparing for something final. The motive has never been definitively proven. Financial issues? Brain injury? Mental breakdown? No one knows. The Lawson case remains a disturbing Christmas mystery. Case 4. The Los Feliz Murder House, 1959. Christmas Eve in Los Angeles. Dr. Harold Perelson lived with his wife and children in an elegant mansion in the Los Feliz Hills. To outsiders, they were successful and stable, but Perelson had been under immense personal and financial strain. On Christmas Eve, he snapped, killing his wife, injuring one daughter, and then taking his own life. The surviving children escaped, alerting neighbors. What made this case legendary was what happened after. The house sat untouched for over 50 years. Furniture remained in place, Christmas decorations still in storage. A frozen scene from 1959. The tragic event became a Los Angeles urban legend, a grim snapshot of holiday horror preserved for decades. Case 5. The Dayton Christmas Killings, 1992. During Christmas week in Dayton, Ohio, 4 young offenders went on a violent spree involving robberies, carjackings, and multiple killings. Their victims were everyday people simply going about holiday routines. The city went into lockdown. Police launched one of the biggest manhunts in its history. The spree only ended when all 4 were captured. Their motives were shallow, chaotic, and senseless, thrill-seeking mixed with impulsivity. Yet the impact was long-lasting. a community traumatized at the time of year they were supposed to feel safest. Case 6. Azusa, Christmas Day Killer, 2011. In Azusa, California, Christmas morning began with presents, food, and family, until a man attending the gathering turned violent. He shot several relatives before taking his own life. Police found evidence of long-standing emotional instability and resentment within the family. But for neighbors, the shock came from the timing, violence erupting at the exact moment holidays are meant to bring people closer. Case 7. The Richmond Christmas Killer, 2006. On Christmas Day in Richmond, Virginia, a man named Raymond D. Jackson murdered his fiancée and her daughter during a domestic dispute that escalated beyond control. The victims had been preparing Christmas dinner. Jackson fled but was quickly arrested. Police found past evidence of controlling and aggressive behavior, indicating the attack had underlying issues long before the holiday. Although less well-known nationally, this case deeply affected the Richmond community, especially because the victims had been in the middle of a holiday celebration. Case 8. The Grapevine Murders, 1926. On Christmas Day in Texas, 2 teenagers were found murdered near Grapevine Lake. The brutality of the crime shocked the region, and the case remained unsolved for years. Eventually, investigators linked the murders to Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole, notorious serial killers, who later confessed to numerous crimes. Though some of their claims remain controversial, authorities believe they were responsible for the Grapevine killings. The case became part of Texas's darker holiday history, a chilling reminder of danger lurking even in wide-open rural spaces. Case 9. The Ashley Freeman Case, 1999. In Welch, Oklahoma, on December 30th, just after Christmas, the Freeman family's home burned to the ground. Inside, the parents were found murdered. Their teenage daughter Ashley and her friend Loria Bible were missing. Years later, investigators tied the murders to members of a local criminal group. The girl's disappearance remained unsolved for 2 decades, until confessions and evidence finally brought answers. Though not on Christmas Day itself, the crime occurred in the holiday window and involved calculated killings and abduction, making it one of the most unsettling late December cases in American history. Case 10. The Charlie Brown Christmas Killer, 1975. On December 25, 1975 in Miami, a man named Charlie Brown, yes, his real name, murdered his girlfriend after a heated argument during a Christmas dinner. Brown fled the scene but was found days later hiding in an abandoned property. The case became known in the press as the Charlie Brown Christmas Murder, a name that stuck solely due to the unusual coincidence. The crime shocked the community because it involved a couple who had seemed stable and had been celebrating the holiday hours earlier. Christmas is supposed to be a symbol of hope, yet these 10 cases show how human tragedy can strike even during the most peaceful time of year. What makes these crimes so haunting isn't just the loss of life, it's the contrast. The lights, the decorations, the gifts, the family gatherings, all shattered by actions rooted in resentment, mental illness, desperation, or rage. Many of these tragedies could have been prevented if warning signs had been recognized sooner. And that's the lesson behind exploring stories like these. Understanding people, paying attention to those struggling, and realizing that holidays can magnify hidden emotional storms. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 Christmas cases shocked you the most? And why do you think crimes during the holidays feel so much more disturbing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.